While experiencing some negative thoughts throughout your day-to-day in life is a normal thing, imagine if this constantly were to happen for longer periods of time than is normal. And I came across an interesting point on this subject, which is called rumination. And rumination is when you repeat the same negative thoughts as a loop in your mind. For example, if there was a war going on between country 1 and 2 in, let's say, the year 1950 till 51, well, then the consequences of the war would not be there for just 1 year. Before this war, people would be terrified and would keep thinking about war. And especially afterwards, after it was all over, it wasn't over. Physical trauma, abuse of substances to compromise for these negative thoughts, etc. Why did I mention this? I thought it was cool. Moving on. There are different kinds of negative thought patterns, to which I'm pretty sure that most people have experienced most of these at some point in life. For example, you can have all or nothing thinking. Either I will make sure that it will go perfectly, often it doesn't, or I failed 100%. There is emotional reasoning. You basically confuse facts with thoughts. I feel like I'm a bad parent, therefore I must be a bad parent. Even though your children say the opposite and they are all, I don't know, millionaires. Catastrophizing. This is when we expect the worst to happen. For example, if you make a small mistake at work, you might start thinking that you'll get fired, even when there is no real evidence for it. And there is also a certain mindset that I heard of that is pretty popular by people that's called a negativity bias, which is the tendency to pay more attention to the negative things than the positive. Here, more weight is being given to negative experiences over neutral or positive ones. And it can cause us to dwell on the negative while there would also be a lot of positive if you just paid attention to it. And now on why repeating negative thoughts can be harmful. They can contribute to social anxiety, depression, stress, low self-esteem, they suck, pessimistic, and they are negative. And by learning how to, well, I wouldn't say never have negative thoughts ever again, that's not really possible, but by learning how to identify these thoughts and be able to manage it, it allows you to, well, not having to experience this all the time. And that brings us to the term thought reframing. And to explain what this means in an utmost professional way, you basically change the way you see things. For example, Sisyphus. And to go over him again real fast, Sisyphus is a character out of the Greek mythology who was punished by the gods to repeatedly push a rock up a hill for all eternity. Because when he gets the rock to the peak, it just rolls down again. But instead of looking at the tiny little bits of negative of the situation, he reframed his perspective and overcame. Technically, I hate doing this became, if I enjoy doing this, the gods will be displeased. Therefore, did I explain that well? I don't even know. By reframing your thoughts, you can put your focus more on the positive instead of the negatives. It makes you more appreciative, and overall, if the glass of water contains 50% of water, you might as well see it as half full than as half empty. Why not? And in conclusion, what was this video about? Who knows? Here is a picture of someone beautiful. And thank you for watching. Take care.